Oh, hey, guess you caught me. What am I doing? Heck if I know. I figure I'll just do it and learn along the way. What you got me to thinking? It's a great time for another episode of I'll Start on Monday. Hello again, and thanks for joining me for another week of I'll Start on Monday. And in this week's episode, I want to discuss stop overthinking and just do it. Many of us have a goal in mind that we'd like to achieve, but we're afraid to even start. Why do we do this? Because we typically are thinking about the end in mind as opposed to what we already know. So this week, I'm going to give you some tips on how to get started on goals that you are hesitant to start. Tip number 1, start with what you know. Many of us try to achieve goals by thinking of where we want to be. And that's all wrong, because it's a new experience for us. It's growth for us. We don't know the in-betweens of the beginning and the end and how to get there. But what do you know? I bet you know the next step. I bet you know maybe the next 4 steps. Let's take, for example, wanting to sell things online. Many people who want to sell things online stop at the beginning and not even start because they're afraid of what ifs and some logistics that don't even matter yet because they're not there. Take, for example, people get hung up on shipping, dealing with customers, returns. But what happens if you never even post what you want to sell? So where do you start? Start with what you know. What do you want to do? You want to sell something. So what do you need? Something to sell. Okay, now that you have something to sell, what do you need to do? You need to post it. So you know platforms that you can post on. What do you need to do after you found a platform? You need to take pictures. So you take pictures of your item. You get what I'm trying to say? You have an idea of how to get started, but you're worried about things that are going to happen later that haven't even occurred yet. And it's having you get all hung up and you won't even start. Work on the things that you know first and then worry about the steps later as you get there. If you're interested enough to start, you've probably already done some research. But if it worries you enough, you're going to research more to figure out what happens if you hit whatever bump in the road that you feel you have. My second tip is to stop trying to be an expert on your first day. Even experts still learn as they grow. Take, for example, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is considered a very good basketball player. But did you know that each summer he worked on a specific part of his game where he felt he was lacking? That's how you should approach your situation. Work on what you know. As you continue to get better, things that you were bad at before will be easier, and then you will have to learn new skills to get better as you grow. And my third tip is don't be afraid of making mistakes. As a beginner, you're going to make a lot of mistakes, but those mistakes will be teaching lessons on what not to do in the future. So take these 3 tips, apply them today, and just get started. So that's I'll Start on Monday for today, and I'll see you next week. Hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.